Pembrokeshire, which, let's be honest, is like heaven on earth. It's absolutely beautiful. I've just woken up to the most amazing sunrise. It's actually on the site of what used to be a castle, which is really cool. And for every person that stays here, a tree gets planted. And I mean, that's what an amazing thing to do. But it's a place that's been kind of set up to be a haven and a retreat and a place for people to get back to nature, and the people here are really passionate about rewilding and foraging and living off the land, and it's just, you can tell that from being here. They've given me a Find Your Feel Good Pembrokeshire book to have a little look through, which is kind of like a well-being guide to the wild spaces around here. And I thought I'd spend the next couple of days having a little look through here, going to find some of the awesome spots, having a little explore, and then chilling out in my gorgeous tent. I've also brought my microphone with me, so I'm hoping that my next podcast is going to come to you from this tent. I'm going to talk a little bit about where I'm staying, but also how important it is to get away by yourself, to get back to nature and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what will be out first, actually, the podcast or the YouTube video. So I might be mentioning in my podcast that this is coming soon. Or I should mention now that my podcast is coming soon. I don't know. But I'm going to have a chilled morning. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to start looking in here and seeing if I can find some spots to go and explore. And I'm going to take you guys along with me.
Hello,
So the tents are in a cute little village called Loreni, which I'm probably butchering, so apologies if I've got the pronunciation wrong. And my first little adventure of the day is I'm going to go and find a sourdough bakery, which is apparently just down the road, called Hug Tasty, which is in the book, because I'm hungry and I need some breakfast. And then there's a loop walk you can do down by the quay and back up again. So that's going to be my first little adventure of the day, and fingers crossed I can find it. That's possibly the most adorable place I've ever seen. So this lovely, lovely lady started making sourdough in lockdown and now has made a business out of it, literally out of her house. So you just go to her door and knock on the door and she's just there cooking it, and it's just amazing. I didn't realise you needed to pre-order, but that's fine. I'm going to head to the quay now and get some breakfast and start my walk. And I've just pre-ordered myself a lovely fresh sourdough loaf for my lunch tomorrow. So buzzing about that. Chilling, walking on this gorgeous shoreline, watching the fish jumping out, listening to the oyster catchers, waiting for the cafe to open because it doesn't open till 10 and I'm hungry. I'm so full. I just had the nicest breakfast at Quayside Cafe. The chap in there was just so lovely and made me the most delicious fried egg and honey meat on toast and an amazing iced coffee. So I'm full, I'm ready to go. I'm starting the I'm going to butcher all of the phrases and names over the next couple of days, but the Loreni Wood Loop Walk, which as it sounds is a loop, but it goes all the way along the quayside, so that's the water just there, through ancient woodland, and should take about an hour and a half, but I think I've done some of it already on the walk down here, so we'll see. But it's such a still, calm, beautiful day. It's proper like October, autumnal weather, cold in the shade, lovely and warm in the sun. I'm really unfit, hence the out of breathness, but having a wonderful time.
back to the tent for a quick change because I'm really hot, even though it's October, so I'm like a walking contradiction right now. Got my like bamboo socks on and my North Face base layer with shorts. But I'm now going to head out to my second stop of the day, heading to the coast. So I've just parked up at my second stop of the day. I'm off to go and find somewhere called Swan Lake Bay, but you can't park there. So I've parked up at, and I'm gonna butcher it again, but Manabia, which is another gorgeous beach, which is just there. But apparently Swan Lake Bay is meant to be absolutely gorgeous at low tide. So I've done some Googling, found out that low tide is about 2 o'clock. So I'm currently walking along the Wales coast path, which is beautiful, to see if I can go and find this little secret beach. I can hear the sea thundering on the side of the rocks, and it's really quite scary. Don't know if the sound of the camera's going to pick it up. Wow, what a view. I don't think I've ever been so excited to walk down to a beach. I don't even feel like I'm in the UK anymore. This is stunning. Just want to get down there. Not looking forward to walking back up the hill, but that's a problem for future me. This is incredible. Okay, so that was so worth it. It said in the book that you can only access this beach by foot, but the walk is worth it. And I thought I'll be the judge of that. But it was right. 1.5 miles along the coast. It was hilly but gorgeous, and took about 35 minutes. But it's just led out to the most beautiful beach, and that I'm one of 4 people on the beach right now. It's so quiet. I just want to point out the importance of checking tide times if you're going to do things like this. It's a lot of fun, but the tide can creep up on you super quickly. I know what time low tide is. I have done some reading and checking of kind of how long I've got before the tide turns. So I feel confident that I know how much time I have before I need to turn around and come back. And I just wanted to put that out there as a PSA, not to do this kind of thing if you don't know what the tide's doing, because you can get caught out really quickly. I'm gonna have a dip, I think. This place is absolute like wild swim goals. I feel like a completely new human being. I love swimming. Cold water swimming, it's just like, I just think it's the most medicinal thing in the world. And that has got to be the best place I swam. Literally no one else around. Lots of little fishies and stuff. And it's so nice and warm. I'm a happy bunny. Just have to find somewhere to get changed that's not so out in the open. And this seemed like the most logical way to carry my shoes. So apparently in the 17th and 18th century, Swan Lake Bay, which is where I am now, was like really popular for French smugglers bringing in wine and brandy. So all around the beach there's like caves with smugglers' tunnels that go up to properties above, where they used to hide all the contraband, which is pretty cool. So yeah, what are the chances of me finding a bottle of brandy or wine around here? Probably pretty slim. But there's like caves all along. They freak me out though. I don't know why. Maybe I've heard too many horror stories of like people getting trapped in caves by the sea or rocks and stuff, so I'm not going to get too close, but it's pretty cool to know the history of the area. I am now the only human being on this entire beach, which is mental. Like, there's not a single other person here at all. Decided to stop off in Tenby on the way back for some fish and chips. Being stalked by seagulls though. Right on cue. I have had the most wonderful day ticking off some stuff from Find Your Feel Good, Pembrokeshire. I got a gorgeous walk in, had some amazing breakfast, saw some lovely wildlife, saw some like gorgeous peaceful views. Had a wild swim. Yeah, I'm just feeling, my heart is feeling very full. My fire is crackling away in the background. So I'm gonna actually get on and do some podcasting. Episode 2 of my podcast. I'm gonna be filming right here in this accommodation, in this tent. And then I'm gonna have an early chilled night, and I'm just, yeah, I've had a shower, I'm nice and warm and clean and cozy. I'm gonna make the most of the last night I've got here. Makeshift microphone stand, cuppa, Oreos. That's me set for the night. It's morning number 2 and I am heading off to find a castle. Apparently it's one with a very long and tumultuous history, and it's only 5 or 10 minutes away, so I'm going to go and satisfy the inner history geek in me and go and pretend I'm a princess for the morning. I also stopped by at the Quayside tea rooms again because the iced coffee I had yesterday was so good. I can't seem to start a day anymore without some kind of caffeine or coffee. So I picked up another iced oat milk salted caramel coffee from there, which I can highly recommend. And the folks in there are so nice. The guy recognised me from yesterday and asked how my walk was. I got chatting to 2 other couples that were there, one of which was just starting on the walk that I did yesterday and kind of wanted some tips, and another couple that had lived in the area for 60 years and had never done it before. So it was really lovely getting chatting to them. But I'm looking forward to another day of adventures. So I'm at Carew Castle this morning, which was a Norman-built castle, but it's got some pretty strong Tudor links, which I'm really interested in because the Tudors are one of my favourite kind of British historical time periods. Apparently it was owned and then developed by Rhys ap Thomas, who was the guy who at the Battle of Bosworth decided to switch sides and suddenly back Henry Tudor, so his reward was this castle. So I'm intrigued to go and have a look around. enjoying a little autumnal stroll around the mill pond. The weather looks like it's gonna turn at any moment, so I'm enjoying the last bit of dry that I can. That's a beautiful house. I'm talking really quietly. I've walked down from the castle to the mill pond and I found the grain mill, and I'm just having a little wander around the museum. The castle, you can see it just out the window there. That's the audio guide. So yeah, this is really cool. Well, that's it. Carew Castle, last stop on my little mini Pembrokeshire adventure. I've had the most amazing couple of days. It's been the perfect balance of like relaxing and exploring and a bit of adrenaline with the cold water swimming yesterday. So it's been incredible. Thank you so much for the little retreats for having me and providing me with the perfect place to stay and the perfect guidebook for things to do in the area. There's so much more I want to tick off, so I'm definitely sure I'll be coming back again. But thank you so much for watching. I'll be linking all the places that I've been and the place that I've stayed in the comments below. And if you want to keep following my adventures, then please subscribe, like, follow, share, all of that stuff.